This weekend is the Canadian round of the 2026 Formula One Championship, firing up AMS2. We head to Montreal and back in time 40 years for a 6-lap race in the 1986 Formula Classic Gen 1. And we're down on the grid here for this quick 6-lap race. I've set up the bat file for this scenario for Montreal, and it got most of this correct, but there are a few items down below that are kind of mixed up as far as the order of the drivers. Totally could have been user error, but maybe the devs can look at that or just tell me what I did wrong. But it generally is correct, so we'll just kind of go with this. And we're going to be in the number 24 Minardi of Nannini, and we're going to start way down in 20th. And that will allow us to see some overtakes maybe. I had it set at 120% difficulty. I think Reiza maybe needs to take a look at this class of car and the AI performance levels of it. It's a little bit too slow. I'm pretty quick, but I'm not the quickest. And yeah, I was pretty easily able to take pole when I was running a qualifying with this, and it would be nice if they had maybe a 15% boost to the top end, 120% difficulty level in this class. Okay, about to get things underway again here. I've tried this a couple times.
Wait, let's go.
I want to drive somewhat aggressively, but you really have to be careful about when you want to risk it for the biscuit, because I've had quite a few wrecks, and they've all been my fault. Honestly, you can say it's AI or whatever, but honestly, I've just been driving too aggressively, and that's not going to cut it. You have to leave some room and just be smart about when you try your overtakes. For now, through this first lap, we're just going to be careful. I'll try my best to describe who's ahead. We've got Jones ahead of us now, Boutsen ahead of him.
Left side.
Jones tries to cover off. We're going to keep it in second, just to try to limit the rear wheel spin out of that left-hander. As Boutsen moves a little bit to the left, we might be able to get by him and maybe a couple of other drivers trying to get around that hairpin and get the power down. We're going to hit the boost button to try to get that move completed before this little quick left-right.
The leader has just done a 130.
Oh, and we have to make evasive maneuvers. That was wild.
P9.
I'll add some graphics on screen afterwards to describe who and when we pass people. It's a little difficult to keep track of everything as this Armco goes flying by. We've got...
The next car is a Tracy.
Yeah, ahead of us. Really, the commentary almost writes itself in these recordings, because so much is happening all the time. As we just tap the Tracy slightly and then he slows up. I don't know why. Again, Reiza needs to look at the AI here. It's just kind of ridiculous a little bit. I'm not sure why. I'm not even driving that well. Not near to the pace I was in qualifying practice.
The leader has just done 126.
When we're up to 6th.
Push now, we can catch this guy in P6.
We'll go down into first gear to try to go through all the gears here as we come out of the corner, but we definitely got some wheel spin there. I didn't used to love Montreal, but it's really, really grown on me in AMS2, getting a chance to drive these classic F1 cars around. So back in the day, I had a PS1, and I got Formula One Championship Edition. Yellows.
Clear left. Car left.
Formula One Championship Edition.
Clear left.
Oh, shit.
On your left.
Well,
Clear left.
that's a disaster. We're up into second, following PK. Now, after that incident there, and I was trying to tell a story. He benefited from that. But anyway, Formula One Championship Edition, and it was the commentary was done by the legendary Murray Walker. Oh shoot!
Come on, Kevin.
And if you told me back then, I think I was 16 or 17 or something like that, maybe a bit older, that I could be sat here.
I'm okay on fuel. You're in the lead.
In 2026, 30 years later, basically, with a steering wheel in my hands like this, and these graphics and this force feedback,
Double yellows. Watch out.
just incredible. Get that feeling like you're really, that element of speed. And the historic content in the game as well, just adding another level to it, and throw on these liveries and driver files for free. Oh, as we kind of drifted through the chicane. We're clearly running away with this. 120% difficulty, and
Okay, behind is increasing. It's now 2.6.
basically on a Sunday drive, essentially. So Reiza, maybe take a look at this. So, yeah, Formula One Championship Edition. You had to use a controller and the D-pad to steer, which is a challenge. And whoop. Obviously, I was Jacques Villeneuve. As a Canadian, I was watching
Stay
his
focused. We can win this.
1997 championship, and actually got pretty good at the Monaco track in that game, and it had its fair share of Armco and walls to contend with. We don't need to use the boost button here at all. I don't think we're gonna just be able to drive around here, but yeah, so that was my first, I don't know, really proper F1 experience. Then I moved to Gran Turismo, obviously. The whole Gran Turismo series, all the way to Gran Turismo 5, I think. And then I picked up a G27 wheel and used that on Gran Turismo 5, but then I picked up Netcar Pro, Netcar Pro, I think it was called. And I think it's by the same team that made Assetto Corsa. And I don't remember the details about Netcar Pro, but you could get into an open wheeler at Imola, and it was, this reminds me of it. This is how I remember the feeling of like being on the road.
Come on. We're setting the pace.
And the tarmac underneath
Double
you.
yellows. Watch out.
And that feeling of rubber on track. Like AMS2 has gotten to a level now where it's matching that first feeling I had as we see a back marker. Let's see how they react with us coming through. Reiza's been working on this, I think. He's not overly getting out of the way, but he's not
Clear right.
driving 1,000 miles an hour either, so that was all right, I guess. So tell me your experiences down below. What was your first sort of real sim racing experience? Mine was Netcar Pro on a G27, and then that led to Assetto Corsa. And for a long time, R Factor 2 was my go-to. And I got into early access AMS2. I'm a Paddock Club member, and I wouldn't say I'm a fanboy. Maybe, I guess. I like it a lot. It's just super easy to jump into. and have a quick race in. And we come across the line
Well done, mate. That was absolutely perfect.
in
Great
first.
win.
And kind of, okay, I'm all right with that, just being kind of easy. I was able to sort of give you a backstory on my sim racing path. There's more to it. Getting my Wheel Stand Pro from Poland and connecting that so I could use my old 27-inch TV to play Gran Turismo 4. I think I was trying my G27 on that. Anyway, install this skin pack, install the driver grid. I'll just check and see. Maybe if I did something wrong, I'll go in the file and maybe check it out myself as to why the grid wasn't lined up totally correct. And if you're watching F1 this weekend in Montreal in person, I am 2 hours away, and unfortunately I've never made it to an actual live event yet. Maybe someday. Or if you're just watching somewhere in the world, enjoy it, and thanks for watching.